Paratha is an amalgamation of two words, parat and atta. Parat in Hindi means layers and atta simply means flour. A paratha is any kind of an Indian flat bread. I ate parathas every single day growing up. It was a staple. My ethnicity is from the northwestern part of India, and for over 1,000 years, because the region is fairly arid and has poor soil, and only certain types of crops grow really well, my forefathers ate a lot of Indian breads made out of pulses, millets, wheat, etc.
Actually, one of my favorite memories of graduate school involves parathas. It was probably about 2 or 3 months into my stay in the dorms, and I was really missing home-cooked food. And one of my dorm mates came over and said there was a FedEx parcel for me. And so I rushed over to collect it and was super excited and opened it and found that it was actually a stack of lovely homemade parathas. So I remember just savoring every one of those parathas back then.
You know, we actually hadn't made parathas at home for 30 years. For the 21 or so years that I've been married, we never made parathas at home. It was just too difficult. It's a lot easier if you just go to a restaurant and you order it.
Once I graduated and got married, I tried to learn how to make these parathas right from, I would go through the process of mixing the flour and trying to fill in the stuffing, but they would always fall apart. And you know, I tried it for a couple years and just gave up.
But given that we're cooking all of our meals at home, this was something that I thought we would give a try because we were trying new things. I remember kneading the dough the very first time. When I started kneading the dough, I realized that the consistency was almost exactly what my mother used to get. And with a little bit of oil, a little bit of salt, a little bit of water, you keep kneading it until you get that consistency. And when your mother actually slaps the dough, I think that's the sound I remember really well as well. I have vivid memories of it. Once you finish kneading the dough, you take it and you throw it down in the mixing bowl and you hear the slapping sound, and you do it 2 or 3 times until it gets into a smooth ball.
Okay, I'm ready for the next one.
It's been really, fun to see the excitement in the family, especially the first day, I think, when we tried this recipe out and we made the parathas and they actually turned out well. It was so nice to see the excitement in the family. And then for my kids, it was, something that they had worked towards and we'd worked together to create. And it was just such a feeling of accomplishment that we had been able to recreate from a very traditional family recipe. You want to get we'll get one plate out for Papa's, yeah?
That's good one. Whoa. Look at this, Tom.
You want to come and take a look at Papa's this thing? Roti and the chapati.
This is as
See
perfect as it gets.
Is it looking good?
So when we're making parathas together as a family, we basically work as a well-oiled machine. So my dad basically kneads the dough, and he's really good at that, and he does it very fast. And then my mom's one who rolls it. My dad also fries the paratha, he's very good at that. And I would say that I make some of the side dishes, and my brother is the taste tester, so he's always there to try the food.
This always happens.
As I started eating these parathas, my memories from childhood just came rushing back, and along with them, memories of all the different kinds of parathas that my mother would make for me. So I had this brilliant idea. How about we make these parathas again tomorrow, only this time, let's stuff them with something else. And every time we made them, we went out, we actually brought lots of fresh vegetables, and we started making these every single day. So now there was no stopping us. I mean, the inner monster had been unleashed. We would grate carrots, cabbage, cauliflower. We would put in, I didn't even know we had so many different Indian spices in the house. In addition to salt and chili, I mean, we had everything from black pepper to garam masala to chaat masala to ajwain to jeera seeds. Lots and lots of these things. You mix them up and they are amazing.
And we've had so much fun just exploring and trying out new ways of making parathas, just changing the fillings with different things and experimenting with it, which makes me really happy that now, this very traditional family recipe is something that, in some ways has been passed on to the next generation.
With every time I've been eating these parathas pretty much every single day over the last 6 to 8 weeks, I'm reminded of my childhood when my mom would make almost exactly the same things. And the best part is, I've been taking pictures of these parathas and I've been sending to my mom. And my mom is just overwhelmed, she's overcome with emotion when she sees these pictures on WhatsApp.
I think food is definitely so central to our culture. All of my memories of being together with family involves, family gatherings around the kitchen table. And I think, this time when we've got so much family time together at home, it's just been in some ways wonderful to recreate that.
When I eat a paratha, it kind of feels like taking a bite out of family history, and knowing that this has just been something that's been really close to our family, and it's kind of like biting into an old cookbook almost.